Okay, back in the kitchen now with Chef Ken Hall, personal chef who will come to your house and cook for you for 2 or 102, right?
Yep.
You name it, he'll do it. And we're talking about breakfast recipes this morning. Homemade granola. That sounds absolutely wonderful. Ooh, good catch. Good catch there.
Slippery little bugger.
Homemade granola, I think it tastes so much better than the stuff in the box. I think the stuff that you buy already made just kind of tastes like it's been in the box for a while, you know?
Right. Well, and it's kind of a lost art. It's something that I grew up with my grandma always, and it was, you know, whatever she had laying around. She would have, you know, a quarter cup of these nuts and some of the raisins left, or this, that, and the other, and they just kind of throw it together and just kind of evolved for the season. You know, earlier in the year she'd have berries in there, and then later in the fall she'd put apple chunks in there.
Sure.
And so, you know, it was so fun. And so when you called and said, hey, let's do some breakfast recipes, I'm like, oh, granola, we got to do some granola.
I love it. And you know what, it's also not only a good breakfast, I'll put it in baggies because I make it at home once in a while too, and the kids, you know, running them around after school to their different activities, they're
Absolutely.
munching on it. It's a great snack.
Perfect snack.
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect. And if you go on road trips or something, you know, we'll make a bag and we'll put it right in there, and then everybody just kind of nibbles out of that. It's perfect because it's sweet, it's kind of salty, you get a little crunch, you know, it's wonderful.
Better than a bag of chips or some of the stuff that you'd pick up at a gas station, that's for sure. All right, let's get started here.
Okay, so what I've got is the old-fashioned oats. I've got 6 cups of the
not
old-fashioned.
the quick cook.
Not the quick cook. You
Got
want
it.
the old-fashioned ones.
Okay.
So we've got that to start with.
Okay.
Then what we're going to do is we're going to take just our egg whites.
Okay. And this looks like it's pretty cheap to make too, which is nice.
Well, and a lot of this you'll already have in your cupboard. You'll have in your cookie drawer, you know, when you go to make cookies and, you know, you have your kitchen cupboard kind of cookie.
Yes.
So you always got little bits and pieces. And the oatmeal is really not that expensive.
So 3 egg whites. And we're going to whisk those up a little bit.
Yep, just a little bit. I just
Okay.
want to kind of break them apart. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add just a pinch of salt into them. That'll kind of help break them apart.
Okay.
Now into this dish here, what we're going to do is I've got half a cup of olive oil.
Okay.
And we're going to put in our half a cup of olive oil.
Using olive oil because it's healthier, obviously, right?
It's healthier, and that's, you know, we've just got to get away from some of our old habits. So if I'm going to buy oil, I just buy olive oil, and that's just what I use. And some of the flavored olive oils, when you bake, or if you wanted like a little orange flavor to this, use an orange flavored olive oil.
Or cinnamon or vanilla, yeah.
Or
it'd be
lemon
nice.
or lime or whatever. There's a lot to it. This is agave nectar, which is cactus.
That? Okay.
This is a natural sweetener.
Okay.
Pretty much your processed sugar goes through your body so fast that we don't get anything from it.
Okay.
This honey maple syrup is a natural sugar which takes longer to digest, so you actually get a benefit from it.
It looks like honey.
It does look like honey.
Looks like a little lighter than honey, though.
They have 2 different colors of this. You can get the amber and the light.
Okay.
And what we're doing is we're adding a half a cup. So this is going to be our sweetener. So we're putting a natural sweetener into this. And this we just mix together.
Is that stuff expensive?
You get it in the health food, and for this jar I think was $3.50.
So not horrible.
Not horrible. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add our cinnamon in.
Quite a bit, it looks like.
Yeah, about a teaspoon and a half of cinnamon.
Okay.
We're going to mix this together. Now we're going to pour this right into our bowl.
Oven temperature when you're baking oatmeal? Or
3 1/4.
Okay.
You don't want to go too hot because then it'll burn, the nuts and the seeds will burn before they toast.
Got it.
And you want them to toast. So what we're going to do is we're going to mix this together first, and then we'll throw in whatever we feel like throwing in.
Like you said, I usually have some sort of dried cherry or cranberry on hand that you know you got to use, or else it's going to go bad on you. So it looks like we've got dried cranberries.
Nope, those are cherries.
Of course, I got that wrong.
That's all right.
Sunflower seeds.
A little bigger. Sunflower seeds.
Love those. I love coconut.
Yep, got to have your coconut.
Now what's this?
That is wheat germ.
Okay.
Just another way. Now if you wanted to, you could add flax seeds in here. You could add ground flax in here. Even a little whole wheat flour, just to get that little bit of extra fiber in here.
And will you even notice it's in there? You're not really going to taste it?
You will not even notice it's in there.
And then we've got an assortment of nuts, pistachios, cashews, almonds.
Yep.
Good stuff.
All good stuff. And then you could use just pumpkin seeds and any kind of variation on this. You could vary, if you don't like the cinnamon, you maybe like a little allspice or a little nutmeg or some clove in there. And all
nice big sheet pan.
Yep, we're going to have just a nice big sheet pan. And then we're just going to toast this, and it takes about 20 minutes. And then what you do is, after 20 minutes, your sweetener will kind of turn it into one big pancake.
Okay, so it gets sticky on you.
It'll get a little sticky on you that first 20 minutes. So then what you want to do is you just want to take a spatula and flip it upside down and kind of break it apart a little bit. And then put it back in until it's golden brown, usually between 7 and 10 minutes or so. And then it's nice and golden brown. Now this is perfect to put on top of any kind of cereal. This would even be good on the pancakes that we make.
Yeah.
You know, with the berries, and then you put a little of this on there, so you get a little crunch to it as well.
Love it. The other idea we wanted to talk about for breakfast is some quick, like, breakfast parfait sundaes that look absolutely beautiful, but they're really, really good for you. And that's something, you know, if you have this all pretty, I'll eat it. If it's, I'm just going to eat yogurt out of the container or fruit out of the container, I'm probably not going to eat it. So what kind of yogurt are we using here?
This is a honey-flavored Greek yogurt. I like the honey-flavored when I'm doing parfaits for breakfast and stuff like that because, again, I don't want the berry-flavored because I'm putting fresh berries in there. So I want a little sweetness. I'm like you. I like it, if it looks pretty and it tastes different, I'm going to eat it.
Right, exactly.
And yogurt and me, not quite sure yet.
Right.
But I'm trying.
It's got to look pretty, right.
So again, what we've got is we've got these beautiful mixed berries. We've got some nice big blackberries and some strawberries and blueberries.
And you broke out the martini glasses. They're not just for martinis or wine glasses, whatever. Break them out. Use them. Absolutely.
Good way to use your wine goblets up.
Oh, those are so pretty. So those are the berries that we had with a little lemon juice, a little bit of honey.
And a little dollop. And then once this is baked, then you can put a little bit of your granola on top if you want some fresh mint sprigs on there.
That's gorgeous.
You've got a beautiful dessert, breakfast, snack, you name it.
That is absolutely gorgeous. Looks like $1 million, and we did it at home for a whole lot less.